You're late.
Don't just live life, maxify it.
Let's come back to the India-South Africa series. 2 matches done. Series leveled 1-1, and it's as rightly said, it's a 3-match series from here on. Claire, coming to you, is spin department will that be the thing that South Africa loses sleep over heading into the third ODI?
No, I don't think so. I think South Africa just sort of need to kind of like reposition their thought process around how they want to approach matches. And I'm almost glad that this happened because, we've come out off a very, very successful Pakistani tour. Their tails would be up. They were playing some good cricket. And now they come to India. India were very rusty in the first ODI, and South Africa got a really good win. But I don't think it was necessarily that South Africa played fantastic cricket in the first ODI. I think it was kind of India's rustiness that really helped South Africa get an exceptional win. And I think South Africa must see this as a bit of a wake-up call and make sure that they're not letting contentness filter into their game, or it was a case of, okay, well, we only got just over 150, so it's kind of game done and dusted. There needs to be this culture of keep fighting, keep going. Let's see what we can get right in certain aspects of our game and make sure we follow through with that, because that's also how the girls learn, and that's vitally important. So I think Malaba must just go back and go, cool, it was a bad day at the office. I think she struggled to find rhythm. And it's always difficult as a spinner when you're coming in and there's not a decent amount of runs on the board. And I don't even want to say there doesn't have to be a huge amount of runs. So, even if South Africa had managed to get to 200, which I think we all would agree was probably a below par score, but it was a lot better than what they got to at that 155 mark. So that wasn't even a below par. That wasn't even a on the scoreboard kind of target. So then it puts a huge amount of pressure on Malaba, and I think you kind of saw that pressure coming through. I was glad to see Sine at least bowled herself through, and I think she ended up bowling 4 overs, 5 overs. It would have been an easy out for her not to bowl herself. And for me, there was a slight positive. Yes, I know she went to economy rate was at 7 runs and over. But I'm glad to see she still said, give me the ball. I'm still going to go bowl. I'm the captain. I'm going to put myself on to bowl, because at least that also shows that she's more than prepared to get into the trenches and do some hard work. So I was happy from that perspective. I almost want them to go. We don't need to go and make whole massive changes and stuff into our team going into the third ODI. I think they need to give the girls another run and see what they can do. The other aspect that I think they just need to take a little bit of a look at is their fielding. I think in the first ODI, their fielding was really good. But in the second ODI, again, you see you've got the pressure. You haven't got enough runs on the board. And I thought their fielding was not great at all. It was almost like we were taking a couple of steps back to the Pakistani tour, which I know you saw quite a bit of, and their fielding at times was absolutely terrible. So, yeah, the spin, I don't think they need to lose sleep over it. I just think they need to just calm down, just maybe, restruct some better plans. And they do need to take a look at the fielding and help their bowlers from that perspective.
Well, it seems like it's to a low score and the batters overhauling the score. You think there are any areas to work for India heading into that third ODI?
Plenty. I mean, again, your middle order has not got a look in. Jhulan, Mansi and Rajeshwari were all very good. Poonam hasn't yet been the Poonam we know. Deepti hasn't yet picked up many. So it's not as if you can't improve. You can. You absolutely can. Jemmy needs to strike form and score some runs and spend some time in the middle. Again, as I said, if need be, look ugly. Bats, get yourself in, because she's an important part of this team. So obviously you just won 1. So it's not as if you won 3-0 or, leading 3-1. Having said that, this will give them enormous amount of confidence. Enormous confidence. And once in India you start losing, it is very difficult for a visiting side to come back. Because mentally, you all of a sudden, you're like, are they spin? What do we do? It's a very strange country, India. It's tremendous for cricket. But if as a visiting team you lose two, trust me, it's one of the most difficult things to come back and win cricket matches. So the next game might well decide which way this series is going. India gets it. India might just get on a roll. So that's what South Africa will have to guard against.
The 2 days ahead of the third ODI, you think W.V. Raman would be spending more time in that spinner's net than seamer's net, Bodia?
I would say equally, because you're both, your faster bowlers were good. Having said that, you would say that, okay, that was 20 for 2. If I could get one more there rather than the second spells, so why not? And at the same time, Poonam and Deepti for sure. But it will be a relaxed W.V. Raman, whichever net he is in. It will not be W.V. Raman of 2 days back. It will be a much relaxed. So if you read his book, Winning Sixer, he now knows the formula. So he will enjoy his drink tonight. He will have a much better sort of outing with the girls tomorrow.
It's 9th of March from 11. The Indian domestic season starts. Mamta, you are with the Karnataka side. So I'm going to get your coaching hats on. One leg in the South African dugout, one in the Indian dugout. What do you think team should do ahead of the third ODI?
Like Boria said, there are still loopholes to tie. Our spinning department is still not what it used to be. I don't know if it is the pitch conditions or just the rustiness. But there definitely is an area where we need to work on. But I feel that India should not let their guard down at this stage, because Absolutely. South Africa will be looking to bounce back. Because 100%. It's not like India totally outplayed South Africa. South Africa played some loose shots, like Mignon Dupree, even Boulevard. Those were all balls that could have been negotiated better. And I feel if they were a little more patient enough to tell themselves that let's play till the 40th over and then see how it goes after losing those 2 wickets, they would have probably reached 180, 200, like Claire said. So I feel they will also be looking to bounce back, because Laura is not one given to make too many mistakes. So she would have, rectified from this thing. So we have to be on a guard. I just foresee a good game. But like Boria said, if India ends up winning this game, it could go all the way 4-1. So this is very, very crucial. And if at all South Africa have a reason for concern, I feel it is their spin bowling department. Although they did well in the first game, the top 3 seamers look good. It's after that they're looking loose. If they can tighten up that phase, I think they're in for a very good game going forward.